Best people, how are we? Ruben Amorim, anyway, let's talk about it. Set to become the new manager of Man United. Um, right, it was only yesterday that we had the very sad news that Eric Ten Hag left, or got sacked even. Obviously, a very sad day for us and a few fellow other Liverpool fans, or maybe the majority of them, because we all want them to stay. He was the right man to take them forward. Cap, this might be the right man to take them forward. Who knows? I don't know too much about him. I mean, like, I can just fact check and read a few things up about him, seeing that he won the league with Sporting, a couple of times. This season, I believe Sporting the top, 9 wins. Yeah, 30 goals scored, 2 conceded, no draws, no losses. One draw in the Champions League to PSV. Not too bad. He's looking decent, isn't he? He's looking decent. But is it easy to do that over in Portugal? Well, probably not, mate. You still got to win, haven't you? You're still up against it with Benfica and Porto. And this is the guy we were linked to in the summer as well, people, that we all wanted. But we ended up with Slot, and, I'm happy with him anyway. But we're talking about him going to United anyway. Do I believe it'll be a good addition? Well, it's got to be better than Ten Hag, surely. Like, it has to be better. Like, it can't get worse for them. The only thing that would have got worse is if they would have kept him, and then he would have got them in a relegation fight. I genuinely believe that. But with Amorim, anyway, okay, so he's won the league a couple of times with Sporting, with his competition being Benfica and Porto, which is, that's a good achievement for him, I'm sure. I'm sure Sporting fans love him, and I'm sure they're missing out on a decent manager. I think United have met the release clause. I think it's like 8.5 million pounds, I believe, anyway, from what I'm reading. But you know what? How fast has this took? Do you know what I mean? They've only just sacked Ten Hag yesterday, and then the Amorim speculation come out like a few hours later, and then today, bang, it's done. It's done straight away. Like, they've got their next man. So, what are we thinking about that? I think he could do okay for them. Look, like I said, can it get any worse for them? No, he seems like a decent manager from what I'm looking at. How is he with players? How does he handle players? Is he good with the dressing room? You know, what's his style? What's his formation? What's his tactics? How does he implement his team? These are all things to find out. As I said, I don't really watch sport, so I don't know. I can't really give like a honest opinion on it. Like, I'm giving my honest verdict on what I think he can do, but I don't really know what you can do. You're probably best asking Sporting fans or people that watch the Portuguese league, that support other Portuguese teams, that will know a lot more then, and they'll be able to give you a better insight. But from my perspective, decent manager, winning the league a couple of times. I believe he knocked Arsenal out the Europa League a couple of years ago. How long has he been there for? Might have been since 2020. Yeah, it might be since 2020. He's knocked Arsenal out the Europa League, which is decent. Arsenal aren't a team to, fuck about with. But I mean, this season they're not so great, are they? Not so great. But yeah, you'll change the style at United, I'm sure. New personnel in the dressing room. This is what you need. Maybe someone who can just clamp down and just say, you know what, let's fucking sort this out. Let's fucking get going, because there's obviously potential in their team. The tactics were all wrong with Ten Hag, like, all the time. How did he get away with so much murder? He should have been sacked ages ago. I'm not gonna lie. The 7-0 against us was a sackable offence. Imagine we lost 7-0 to them. Jesus Christ, there's no way. That was a sackable offence in itself. Jesus Christ, mate. And that was the same season he lost to Brentford 4-0. But with the Premier League, can Amorim adapt? I'm sure he can. I'm very sure he can. The last thing I want is United to start playing well again. But it could well happen, people. It could well happen. But it might not. Because, United is a bit cursed. We know this from top to bottom. I think it's just been a bit of a mess. People. Like, the whole strategy, what they've been doing behind the scenes, keeping Ten Hag on when they shouldn't have, and then they've had to pay him out a lot of money because they've sacked him, and then having to pay Amorim's release clause to get him in. And what if this doesn't work out as well? What if it doesn't work out? What's going to happen then? It could really all go sour. And that's what we want. But be realistic about it, though, and be honest. He could be decent for them. He could, there's always that chance he could kick off with them. get things going straight away. New manager bounce and that. That's what they'll get the next couple of weeks, the new manager bounce thing. There'll be a belief around Old Trafford again, Old Toilet. Because I think they've got Leicester in the cup. I think it's tomorrow. Might be tomorrow. Or is it tonight? I'm not sure. Okay, well, I'm doing Carabao Cup watch alongs tomorrow anyway for us in City. First league game, I believe, is Chelsea on Sunday at home at Old Trafford. So, they'll be up for that. 100% be up for that. They could give Chelsea a game there. Who Chelsea are in decent form at the minute. I mean, they're beating teams they should be beating. So I'm not going to, really, jump on their ass and praise them loads because, I mean, the beating teams that they should be beating, when they step up and do something, accountable, then that's when I'll really praise them. And that's why I tend to praise teams and managers anyway, when they're actually, doing more than they're supposed to. Just beating shit teams doesn't really, sell it out for me personally. But regards to Amorim, anyway, I really don't know too much about his style. I really don't. In Europe, I know he knocked out Arsenal in the Champions League. I don't think they did not get very far. But like I said, though, 2 league titles with Sporting. I'm not sure what position they were in when he took them over. So obviously he's taken to a better place, winning titles, now top of the league this season. First place, 30 goals scored, 2 conceded. 9 wins out of 9, 28 goal difference already after 9 fucking games. That's quite impressive, people. Portuguese league or not, you've still got to do the business. You know what I mean? And the guy's obviously a winner. He probably takes no shit either. That's what they need. Maybe kick some of those stupid big egos out the club. Get rid of the mediocrity that they have in some of them players. If I was United fan, I'd be happy with it, 100%. I mean, if they're triggering his release clause, 8.5 million, and they're wanting him straight away after just sacking Ten Hag, instead of giving Van Nistelrooy a couple of games, then, they mean business, don't they? But, if this all goes wrong and this appointment doesn't work out, then where are they going to look then? Do you know what I mean? It could really all go wrong for them. But in my honest opinion, looking from the facts that I've read online, a couple of league titles and how he's doing this season, his style, and what people have said about him as well, he could be decent for them, people. He could. But obviously, we don't want him to. But be honest about it, though. He could be. He really could be. And this is what United fans are like with us when we got slapped, hoping he weren't going to do well, but he's doing good so far. So, we're happy with that, people. We're happy with that. But yeah, that's my honest thoughts on that. Anyway, I don't know too much about it, so I can't really give you an in-depth opinion. This is just like an outside opinion, like from what I've just seen online, bits of information that I've gathered and then I've kind of put together and then outputted my opinion to you all. But yeah, we'll see anyway, people. We'll see what happens with that. More content will be dropping soon anyway about all the news. Just thought I'd catch up on it today. And you know what? Big up to everyone inside, everyone that's commented, like, subscribed, shared. These are all legends. These are all helping out the channel. Each and every one of you, every day. I do appreciate it, people. Do appreciate you stopping by. Always let me know your thoughts in the comments. Any facts you want to tell me about them that I should know. And yeah, because I don't really watch too much of the Portuguese league. Don't really watch too much of Sporting. So I don't know how the team sets out or not and how he's going to, bring his team over, his style over. Will he take any players from Sporting to bring to United? We'll find out. We will find out. Portuguese manager might bring out more than Bruno Fernandes. Who knows? Might bring out more than Diogo Dalot. It's a possibility, isn't it? Maybe bring out more in Ugarte because he's an ex-Sporting player, I believe. I think he definitely is because he was there before PSG. I think we know that, people. Ugarte, ex-Sporting. So he'll know Ugarte as well. Maybe he can bring out the best in it. Who knows, people? Who knows? Like, these are just the things that you need to think about. But yeah, we'll find out what happens anyway with that, people. But yeah, big up to everyone anyway. And I'm shooting. I'll love you and leave you until the watch alongs tomorrow. The Carabao Cup. We shall be there, people. But anyway, big thank you and take it easy, people. Ciao. Love you and leave you.